In the mid-14th century, a wave of peasant uprisings broke out across China in resistance to the rule of the Yuan Dynasty. Amid this widespread turmoil, Zhu Yuanzhang, a former poor peasant, joined the Red Turban Rebellion. He later gathered anti-Yuan forces in the southern region and established the Ming Dynasty in Nanjing in 1368. After founding the dynasty, he launched a northern campaign to drive the Mongol forces beyond the Great Wall and established a new political and cultural order based on Han Chinese traditions. Emperor Hongwu, the founding ruler of the Ming Dynasty, sought to establish a Confucian state by promoting education and reforming the civil service examination system. He established schools throughout the country and issued the Six Maxims, a set of Confucian moral guidelines intended to cultivate ethical behavior among the common people. The Six Maxims instructed individuals to show filial piety to parents, respect elders, live in harmony with neighbors, educate their children properly, be diligent in their work, and refrain from wrongdoing. Through these values, the Hongwu emperor aimed to maintain social order and reinforce a moral code grounded in Confucian ideals. To improve administrative and fiscal efficiency, Emperor Hongwu organized two key registers: the fish-scale land register for recording landholdings and the yellow register, which was used to assess and assign taxes and labor obligations based on household and population data. The fish-scale land register detailed the size, shape, ownership, cultivation, and tax obligations of each land parcel. It was named the fish-scale register because the shapes of the land plots, as drawn in the register, resembled fish scales. These registers allowed the government to accurately assess land taxes and labor obligations. To strengthen the centralized system of government, Emperor Hongwu implemented a series of institutional reforms. To reduce the power of his officials, he separated the functions of the civil, military, and censorate, allowing each to operate independently. This enabled the emperor to gain full control over state information and authority. Additionally, to support his growing administrative responsibilities, he appointed grand secretaries, who served as his personal assistants and advisors. These reforms significantly improved the efficiency of central administration. To defend against the threat of another Mongol invasion, Emperor Hongwu stationed his sons in key northern regions to strengthen border security. In the southeastern coastal areas, he implemented the maritime prohibition policy, which banned private overseas trade and permitted only government-sanctioned tribute missions that allowed for limited trade. This policy aimed to suppress illegal trade and piracy, while increasing state control over maritime activities. The Yongle emperor came to power through a political coup, and during his reign, the Ming Dynasty reached the heights of its imperial power and prestige. He oversaw the construction of the Forbidden City and moved the capital to Beijing. To ensure the smooth transportation of goods from the resource-rich southern regions to the new capital, he ordered the renovation of the Grand Canal. Pursuing an active policy of foreign expansion, the emperor personally led military campaigns against the Mongols in the north and extended Ming control as far south as Vietnam. In an effort to expand the Ming Dynasty's international influence, the Yongle emperor commissioned a series of large-scale maritime expeditions led by a Muslim eunuch. He conducted a total of 7 voyages, reaching beyond India to the coasts of Africa. His fleet carried tribute offerings from foreign rulers, imperial gifts from the emperor, and diplomatic envoys. Through these missions, the Ming Dynasty established a tribute-based international order centered on China, extending its influence across Southeast Asia, India, West Asia, and even Africa. These expeditions greatly elevated the Ming Dynasty's maritime capabilities and global prestige. In the mid to late Ming period, a series of ineffectual emperors came to power, allowing eunuchs to seize actual control of the government. At the same time, emerging threats from Mongol forces in the north and Japanese pirates along the southeastern coast, known collectively as the Northern Barbarians and Southern Pirates, forced the state to invest heavily in repairing and strengthening the Great Wall, placing a significant strain on the imperial treasury. In the late 16th century, the leading Grand Secretary implemented nationwide land surveys and expanded the single whip reform in an effort to resolve the Ming Dynasty's fiscal crisis. These reforms temporarily restored stability to the state. However, after his death, political interference by court eunuchs and increasingly factional strife led to renewed internal disorder. Additionally, large sums were spent on military campaigns, including dispatching troops during the Japanese invasions of Korea and suppressing peasant uprisings across the empire. In the early 17th century, rising threats from the Jurchens in Manchuria further escalated defense spending. To cover growing deficits, the government imposed harsh taxes, while natural disasters and climate deterioration worsened rural conditions. These combined social and economic pressures sparked widespread rebellion, culminating in the fall of the Ming capital to a rebel army in 1644 and the eventual collapse of the dynasty. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Robin's Historical Records.